trash bin talk.
Hello everybody, my name is RaccoonBroVA, and welcome to a different reaction video. I'm joined by...
I'm JosiahGamesTV. If you don't know who I am, we are at NPC right now currently. We wanted to collab and do something really cool for you guys.
For those who don't know, NPC is a Nerdcore Party Con, because if you don't know, I also do rap battles on the side too. Check those out. And we saw the concert last night. That was a lot of fun, but that's not what we're here for. We are here for Izuku Midoriya from My Hero Academia,
yes,
and Miles Morales, the Spider-Man from Marvel, the run back of the century for both of these guys. Now, have you seen Miles versus Static?
No. So did he lose that one?
Yes, he also lost that one.
Okay, so they both are underdogs.
That's right.
Oh,
yeah,
so there's going to be fans mad either way.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, okay.
So this is sort of like a redemption for both of them.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Deku has a bit more to prove than Miles, because like people actually liked Miles' first episode.
Okay, cool.
It was from season 7, and I think it holds up pretty well. It's just like they're just one of those things where it's like some things like haven't aged the best, but. Yeah. It's just because Death Battle's gotten so good lately.
That's fair. That's very fair.
And Deku's is my personal least favorite of season 9.
That's fair. Yeah, man. It was unfortunate. I went back and watched it on my channel, and it was I had a vibe. Nobody spoiled it for me, but I had a vibe that he was going to lose going in, and I was looking at all the magic and manipulation. It was just like, it was the way that he died, I feel like, is what left a bad taste in everybody's mouth.
Yeah, because like They confirmed that he died like mid-air after thingy and won, but then like Asta like proceeded to like stab him a million times.
So he was already dead.
He was already dead.
See, why did they need to do that? That's what I'm saying. They were just purposely being like horrible.
Like I don't want to like make any claims or anything, but it felt like the team just didn't like Black Clover.
Right.
Like they just if they felt obligated to use it, and like they just chose to like, make Asta look like the most insufferable asshat possible. Literally, which is so. I don't know why. So I'm glad that they're bringing Deku back for one that has like this in particular, like so much passion like this. Fucking
this still right here shows it. Like the comic, like
you can already see he's like doing the like watch the eyes.
Yes, the transparency. That dude.
When they announced like Deku versus Miles, a lot of us were skeptical because they had just done Shigaraki earlier. Yeah. But in my mind, I was like, I see the vision, because like Deku was like such an important part of that analysis and like of Shigaraki's journey, and the fact that Moro is also doing this one, and he said in a tweet like, I'm gonna do like my first actual 3D like stylized animation, like get my first real attempt at that, and people were like, ooh, I wonder what's gonna be, and I was like, it's Deku versus Miles. There's no way it's not. So like that man, such a machine. Like I don't know how he does it. It's crazy. So. Oh my gosh, I'm ready for this. I am ready to see these guys just look. I hope this is the most beautiful looking episode.
I know. I feel like they can do some really, really beautiful visual shots with this, like especially with the comic style. Not only that, but Deku's stuff with all the lighting and patterns like that go into his show and style and anime. It's like seeing that come together is going to be insane. So
I feel like these two are just like gonna naturally gel off each other. So because of the fact that they both like swing around.
Right, they're gonna swing. Yeah.
And they have like actual like superhero banter to go to work with.
Right.
So.
Right.
All right. No more shenanigans. Let's check this bad boy out.
Let's do it. Here we go.
All right.
Miles Morales versus Izuku Midoriya.
They got DJ on together.
Spider-Man versus Deku. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Okay, all right.
All right, let's take this from the top again. This is Peter Parker. He was bitten by a radioactive spider.
It's
and
almost
for
like
who knows how long,
like
he's been the one and only Spider.
It's a reference to not only how they start that movie Spider-Verse, but the fact that Miles was already on the show.
Right, exactly.
All right, let's run this back.
It's literally both
Man.
A friendly neighbor to all of New York City. In a universe filled with super soldiers, hulking green Goliaths, and world-shattering gods, Spider-Man is there to look out for the little guy.
But in a multiverse of infinite possibilities, that doesn't always last forever. Like in Universe 1610, when NYC's Webhead got iced on the job.
The city was left without its protector. But fortunately, Peter wasn't the only one who got bit.
Oh, that's funny. Have you ever heard of the Death Battle curse?
No.
It's the idea that when they announce something, the combatant in that episode like immediately gets some new project. They're like, oh fuck, like we're not gonna be able to include that in the episode. So like for example, when they did Goku vs Superman 2, they announced that Dragon Ball Super was coming out, and Rizos, and it happened recently with Tom and Jerry. Like they announced Tom and Jerry would be getting an animated film like China recently as well.
We were just talking about that.
So for what happened here, it was sort of like the opposite effect, because they recently announced that Beyond the Spider-Verse got delayed a little bit.
I did see. Yes, that's so true.
And so they're like, oh, damn it, Death Bell Curse, stop.
Again.
Enter Miles Morales, a young teen from Brooklyn just trying to figure out his place in the world. And now he had it thrust upon him.
The canon event to start all canon events. Now it was Miles' turn to be the hero the Big Apple needed. And he had all the usual spider kit to help him out.
This spider carried the Oz formula, a genetics-enhancing serum that granted Miles superhuman strength, speed, and the ability to alter his body's electron attraction to crawl along any surface.
The
And you
electricity
can't
is always
forget
my
that
favorite.
classic spider sense, an internal warning system that lets Miles know about incoming threats so he can react
haven't played
ahead of
that
time.
game yet.
He
Oh,
even
it's so
got an
fun.
upgrade
You
that acts
got
like
to,
a radar,
yeah.
letting him
Nice.
see through stuff.
But
I
no
played
spider
the
person is
PS4 one,
complete
I like it a
without
lot.
their
So good.
web
I just don't have
shooters.
the PS5.
Given to him by
Oh,
Peter's Aunt
that's
May,
what-
these webs have all sorts of applications between swinging, grabbing, restraining,
Look at all these
projectiling,
Venom powers.
and
It
being
was
made
always
into
weird for me too with Venom. Like they have Venom, you know, obviously the Venom with the symbiote. So when I was a kid, I heard Venom powers. And I was like thinking of the Venom, like he had a Venom symbiote or something, but it's not.
I swear, everybody's using Venom, like even Bane uses Venom.
he has the Venom too.
And
Right.
Ben confirmed they also did that like a while ago, and they're like, people were wanting us to do Venom versus Bane. I was like, it can't be just be because Bane uses Venom, right? And then he was like, that was the only reason they did it.
They did it, didn't they?
They did do it.
that was one. Was it an older one?
It was from season 4.
Okay.
I'll show you my review on it later. It's baffling.
Yeah, really?
That's all I'll say about it for now. It's like I'm surprised it even exists, like with how baffling it is.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a whole can of worms.
Crazy.
constructs.
Not having Peter around to show him the ropes made things a lot tougher, though.
Copycat
and
hero.
between mishaps with wall crawling and web slinging, Miles got off to a rocky start.
Like any typical teenager, he had a lot of self-doubt. Could he keep up in school? What was the right way to talk to girls?
Yeah.
And how could he live up to being
very relatable.
Spider-Man when one of the villains he had to face turned out to be his very own uncle? Makes family dinner so awkward. All that, trying to kill you stuff.
Fortunately, Miles had a leg up on every other superhero known to man.
Living parents! Better yet, loving parents! They supported him when things got tough, even if they didn't always see eye to eye. And thanks to them, he learned that the best way to be Spider-Man wasn't to do it like Peter, but to do it his own way.
And it helped that
people
this
have that
particular
appearance
spider
these
had a bit
days.
more to its bite than
That's why
Peter's.
Superman Legacy
Miles
is
has a
goated.
variety
Right.
of unique powers, like invisibility and venom.
Not
see
like
if they-
Tom Hardy,
Yeah,
though it is
if there's
weird
any
to give your
comic
main
stuff
power
that
the
I
same
don't
name as one of your bad guys. Come on, Spidey, branding is important.
Miles can harness his own bioelectric energy and weaponize it, which is especially effective against individuals with genetic mutations.
Yeah,
Punching,
people are thinking
absorbing,
that what that
blasting,
affects
mega
orcs.
blasting. Hell, he can even make
Okay,
electric
genetic
constructs out of this stuff, like biowebbing and a damn
that'll come
sword.
down to
Jeez,
interpretation,
what
I
kind of
think.
A
spider
sword
was this?
on
It's
a
not
run it back
entire-
10 seconds?
He can even make
Yeah, look at
electric
this.
constructs out of this stuff, like biowebbing and a damn sword.
That's crazy.
What kind of spider was this?
It's not entirely science fiction. Studies have shown that certain species of spiders, such as the Linophiidae, have a process known
This is
as
Tears of shit
ballooning.
right here.
By spinning a thread of their silk, they can use the Earth's natural electric fields to fly, traveling up to hundreds of miles. No pun intended.
Well, whatever kind of bite it
I
was, it
never
gave
knew
Miles
that.
the edge he needed to find his worth as Spider-Man.
Miles can dodge
here's where the
gunshots,
preview,
missiles,
like,
and
ends.
lightning
Like,
bolts. He
ridiculous
survived
stuff.
all
Cool.
sorts of beatings, including a building exploding on top of him.
Oh, geez, Spidey could lift buildings
Gross.
and dodge light speed attacks, and Miles is more than a match for him.
Like the time he absorbed the energy of a
Let's
bomb
see
that
this. While this feat was performed by Insomniac, the denizens of that Earth are comparable in power. Okay, so they're including the games.
Cool. Yeah, that makes
was
sense.
going to vaporize Harlem.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Yes, that
dude,
would have
that
equaled
was the
15
oh,
million
yeah.
times.
So you haven't
Whoa.
seen this.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so from the game, what happens at the end, it's insane. I forget the actual lore, but it was like this electric thing. He had so much electricity, and he had to sacrifice his friend, and she was like the leader of this group or whatever, and she had this core, like she was so mad at this guy trying to do revenge, and it was like attached to her or something like that. So he had to go up in the air and release all the energy, and it killed her in the process. Man. And it was that much. That's a crazy move. I forgot about that.
But he survived that.
He did. Yeah,
wow.
He did survive that. He fell right back down. Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Also,
that's a crazy image. That doesn't really look like water. Like that's.
Guys, you gotta help me. I can barely hold this load.
It's like we could add a little more transparency. Why is it white? Like ink. Printing ink.
Everybody assumes water is blue.
Right, literally, yeah.
So, oh well.
It's like, oh well.
Oh geez, Spidey could lift buildings and dodge light speed attacks, and Miles is more than a match for him.
Like the time he absorbed the energy of a bomb that was going to vaporize Harlem. A blast that would have equaled 15 million tons of TNT.
He's gotten kudos from a ton of older heroes too, becoming a member of the New Ultimates and the Avengers. He even helped form the Champions, a team of teenage superheroes with the likes of Miss Marvel and Ironheart.
The King of Wakanda himself even suited him up with some Wakandan vibranium.
The same stuff as T'Challa's own suit. This super rare and tough metal can absorb kinetic energy and vibrational impacts.
It helps to regulate Miles's venom powers too, allowing him to better control his electrical output.
The vibranium is thinner to better fit his acrobatic fighting style, but it can still shake off most fatal attacks like they're nothing. This stuff is tough enough that Deadpool's swords have shattered against it.
Though it's not as durable as, say, Captain America's shield, and enough kinetic energy will overload it.
Don't be near it when it does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here when he used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New York City. That's twice now. Does any other city have to deal with this stuff?
But when vibranium and spider powers still aren't enough, Miles,
the explosions and all, that's where all the animated characters go.
Dude, for real, Fantastic Four is about to come out. Galactus is just walking around. It's ridiculous.
Why does every movie take place in New York? No, sometimes we're in Sacramento.
pushes electrical output into overdrive,
giving him huge boosts in strength and speed, and making him a whole lot zappier. It's your classic shonen power-up, and he knows it too.
Yeah,
he's a bit of a weeb and has a thing for mimicking some favorites.
Despite his initial insecurities,
shonen power-up, and he knows it too. He's a bit of a weeb and has a thing for mimicking some favorites.
Despite his initial insecurities, Miles has more than managed to live up to his predecessor. No longer standing in the shadow, but side by side.
Literally, his universe got blown up and he was sent to the main 616 timeline along with his family. And now it's him and Peter as a pair of Spider Bros.
He's even become one of the big players of the Spider-Verse, teaming up with all sorts of other Spider variants to
this now it's him was the end of the game suit, like when you beat it, and everybody, like, aesthetically it has some cool concepts, but like for a Spider-Man suit, there's just so much going on. I feel like it doesn't work.
I don't know. It's like I know it's normally red and blue, but that's too bright.
Right, yeah. And then like the hair, like secret identity, bro.
Yeah,
like,
come on, man.
I get you're trying to be cool. I don't know. I get it. Maybe people like it, but it's notoriously known for being like a pretty...
This is my identity.
Yeah, literally.
You're not supposed to have an identity.
Peter has a pair of Spider Bros.
He's even become one of the big players of the Spider-Verse.
Won an Oscar.
Teaming up with all sorts of other Spider variants to defend the multiverse.
There's anime Spider People, robot Spider People, dinosaur Spider People, Spider People, a whole lot of them.
People really want them to use the Spider-Man from the Japanese show versus 60s Batman, like Adam West.
Ooh, that would be fun.
And have it be a live action one.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. The last live action one I saw, I forget what it was, but it was crazy.
They've done 2 live action battles.
Okay.
Nightwing versus Daredevil.
That's what it was.
And the other one was Red Hood versus Winter Soldier.
Oh, wait, I think I've seen both of them. I have seen both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both really good, dude.
Yeah, I love them both, but Red Hood versus Winter Soldier I think is on a whole other level.
Yeah.
I can't wait till their next live action one.
Are they doing it?
Each with their...
They are going to do one, but we don't know what it is.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Cool. And it is still ItzMeMD.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Own way of getting the job done. Miles even led him into battle against the Inheritors, a bunch of interdimensional vampire assholes.
This is what Stan Lee was proudest of in his favorite superhero. Regardless of who they were, any sort of person could wear the mask and do the right thing. For so long as we stay true to ourselves and help others in our own unique ways, then anyone can be a hero.
Let's go.
Yay.
Okay, that was nice and all.
Yes. Yeah, no, I haven't seen Miles' last episode in a while, but that was pretty damn good. Yeah. I don't know like how much new stuff they had to add other than like the video game stuff, but like that editing, like my God, it's incredible how much they've come like so far in that regard. Yeah. And also, like, low-key, now that, like, they're not able to do the cutaway gags anymore, the pacing's a little bit better.
Yeah. Oh, so cutaway gags, they took something out from, like, previous seasons?
You know, like, whenever they show, like, the hosts on screen, like, they have, like, a little, like, stuff or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, we call those cutaway gags. Like,
you're right,
but,
and they're not present.
Yeah, they haven't really done that in the independent era. The only time they did was for Joker versus Giorno, but even then it was, like, a sort of, like just like low budget version of it to like represent like confidants as a joke.
Yeah, but you know what? You're right because it keeps it really consistent and like coherent and straight to the point.
Like,
you know?
For example, it would be really hard for me to imagine them doing like stupid slapstick stuff during Shigaraki's analysis, for example.
You're right.
Like
you're right.
They said they were thinking of bringing them back, but personally, I'm fine if
I was gonna say I kind of like it, and they're saving money by not having to pay
exactly
for those bits. And it's like if people kind of
it's because they went independent that they had to do that. Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense. I forgot about that. Yeah, but you know what? The fact that I forgot about those bits
says a lot.
That says a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So like obviously no disrespect to like the animators and everyone
for
do
sure.
that stuff, but at the same time like maybe save that for like side content.
Yeah,
I think the way they did for like doing it for sillier episodes like Fall Guys versus Among Us, like you should save it for episodes like that.
Yeah,
where
I agree.
Needs like more of a gimmick.
Where I was gonna say gimmicky episode like Toon Force episodes, Deadpool. You know, I get all those type of things. It fits, but you're right. For something like this where we're like locked in and
because we're invested.
Right, we are very invested. It's like, all right, guys, like it's like, funny, but I want to see the fight. I want to know the stats. You know what I mean?
Or like in Scooby versus Courage when it like, my eyes.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It's been a minute.
All right, but now
the GOAT,
your boy
Deku. Guys, if Deku does not win, I'm going to be upset. And I don't know if we said this in the beginning, but we're going to do the analysis on I was almost called you a real name.
No. They know my name.
Okay, I didn't want to dox you.
My YouTube channel is Carrick Raccoon Rose.
Oh, it does have both. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna call him Carrick.
Thank you. So thank you for checking.
Yeah. So on Carrick's channel, which is this video, we're gonna do this analysis, then we're gonna do the battle on my channel.
Yeah.
So make sure to come over and watch that. But I can't, dude. I'm antsy.
Like, you got this.
I have anxiety for this video. Okay, we're gonna do it. We got it. We got it. My goat is about to come on screen. I can't contain. Okay.
All right.
Okay. We're good.
Let's get this.
But what is a hero? To the citizens of Japan, there was no one more synonymous with the word than their symbol of.
At least they warned you in advance.
All right. I can't risk this. So here's what's going to happen now.
Well, we'll see.
Well, I'm going to watch a little bit of the beginning, and when it gets a little spicy, I'm going to step out, okay? But I'm going to come back for the actual battle.
Might need to dip.
Whew! Alright. Let's stay on guard.
But what is a hero?
Because fucking, like, I'll never forgive them for, like, Blake versus Mikasa when they...
Ooh, did they spoil something big?
They randomly spoiled, like, a very big plot point, like, as one of the feats in Mikasa's section, and they didn't even talk about it. Like, they didn't even talk about the ending. They just, like, by the way, this happened, and didn't even elaborate on it.
Oh, like in the little card, like, he beat whatever?
Like, for, like, the feats section, like, of what she did. So it's like, why did you even include it if you weren't even going to talk about it, you assholes?
Right, that was just, like, a sting. Like,
Jesus.
Yeah.
The citizens of Japan, there was no one more synonymous with the word than their symbol of peace.
All Might, the big numero uno. With a smile on his face, he could save anyone and win any fight, no matter what.
Or so it seemed. After a battle with his arch nemesis, All For One, All Might was grievously injured. His time as a beacon of hope was coming to an end, and he would need to find someone to pass on the torch.
In this world, most human beings evolved to have their own individual superpower.
I wonder if, I wonder which one was, like, inspired by the other, because I remember from Spider-Verse when Miles was like, it's up to me now. I don't think he was talking about you specifically.
True, right.
or quirks, but not everyone is lucky enough to get one, like this kid named Izuku Midoriya, or as local bully Bakugo like to call him, the good-for-nothing Deku.
Yeah, Deku and Bakugo
wanted
have come
to
a long
save
way.
people just like All Might.
Romantic interest.
But even his idol
one of
told
them.
him that he would have to give up on his dream.
That's a funny
Forever the
nod to, like,
beta male in the
Shitting
shadow
show.
of Bakugo and his Sigma quirk, until he got the chance to alpha up and lend his rival a helping hand, proving himself.
For some reason, that line pissed a lot of people off in the community, and I'm like, guys, come on, it's
hilarious.
It's like, calm down. It was one line. At least they didn't. It's not like they were going skibbity and gyat.
Right.
Just like whatever.
I think that is
Worthy of All Might's torch.
And so, after months of training, Izuku was granted All Might's quirk, One for
Yo.
All. This power allows him to boost his strength to incredible heights, using it for smashing attacks named after specific US locales, and a soccer club.
Or football, as they call it.
Straight punches, spikes, even finger flicks. One for All is the ultimate in strength-enhancing quirks.
The first time he used it, Izuku destroyed this giant robot in a single blow, on accident. Too bad it wasn't the only thing he destroyed, though. Damn, that looks like it hurts.
One for All's power was so
They do such a
great
good
that
job
the
representing
recoil
that
would
visually.
shatter Izuku's limbs when he used it. In the hands of an improper vessel, One for All could cause their body to explode. So Izuku would need to continuously train to master it at his Hero Academia.
Say that again.
UA High.
Here he'd be inspired by girly pop Uraraka to turn his zero name into his hero name, becoming the Deku who always does his
They're name
best.
dropping a lot more of
Something
his
that he
classmates.
may have
in this
taken
one
too
compared to the
far.
other
When it
analysis.
came to saving
Yeah, good
people,
comparison.
Do Your Best here had a bad habit of putting others way before himself. Sure, everyone else was okay, but he'd be good for nothing all over again if he got himself paralyzed.
So to cut down on his hospital bill, he developed Cowling. Instead of using his quirk in short bursts, he would continuously spread the energy across his body at low percentages, using it for acrobatics inspired by
I like how they
Bowser's
compare it to a
explosive movements.
microwave.
And
Right,
with
yeah,
that new
yeah.
thinking came a new fighting
way, but I guess
style.
you're right.
Shoot style.
wanna
To
read
use
the
a stronger
manga.
limb that'd be less likely to break. Deku
you
took
won't
a
get
page
spoilers.
from Nerd
Right,
Emoji
literally.
Ita's book and switched to focusing on
Yeah, you
kicks
get- you
to
got this
pack
from
in
Kenya.
more of a punch. Yeah.
And that power would be needed after a climactic battle with
What did
All for
Vincent say?
And switch to focusing on kicks to pack in more of a punch.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that power would be needed. After a climactic battle with All for One, All Might would be forced into retirement, just a few months into Deku's training. Now it was his
God,
turn to
like the
face this
stakes.
demon lord.
But he didn't have to do it alone. Just as All Might had passed One
That
for All onto
imagery, man,
Deku,
with
it
the
had
light
been
going
passed
out.
onto All Might by
Oh,
his
God.
master, and onto her by her master.
Oh my God, this
One
really
for
is
All
just the
was a
Avatar
power
state,
that
huh?
was built upon for generations.
The quirks of the previous users of One for All manifested in Deku, along with their spirits, or vestiges,
Yeah,
to
this is
help
gonna
him
be-
in his battle against All for
It'll
One.
be interesting to
Black
see if
Wick
like
gives him
they
energy
use his
tendrils to
powers.
swing
Because,
around
like,
and
I feel like that was a
restrain
pretty
foes.
utilized
They
in the
can
last
also
one.
brace his arms and manually control his muscles if he can't move.
Float allows him to soar high into
That
the
was
sky.
also a big
by-
problem. People were really angry about the timing of that episode.
Yeah.
Because like the ending was like just happening, and so because of that, they were like leaving out very important details of his story.
Right, yeah,
and it was just it felt like
Did
like,
he even have gear shift then?
it was like. Well, it was out, but it was
Yeah.
out at a time where it's like there's no way they would have been able to include it like during their production.
Oh,
'Cause
got
animation-
you.
Like they.
So yeah, that's
I
not
think they
fair.
might have. I think they might have mentioned it in a black box, but like that's
Yeah.
just addendum
That's
shit. Like
not- yeah.
you know.
Yeah, they didn't give him his all. So that's why, dude,
Yeah.
I'm getting him warm again. That's why this one's so hyped because he's full potential now.
Like that, I know people are like seeing this the same way with Omni-Man. That it's like, geez, they're bringing it back like really early. Like you don't understand.
Yeah.
Deku fucking needs this.
Yeah,
man.
no, for real. For real.
Combining it with controlled blasts
him
of
out, Vince.
pressurized air, he can
Wait,
effectively
let us
fly.
Fire Sense detects incoming threats and unease, letting Deku react in advance, though it's mostly like an alarm bell and doesn't tell him specifics like location or number of threats.
So
Familiar?
Smoke screen
Yeah.
lets him create a
it'll be
smoke
interesting to see
screen.
which ones.
But he can use it at full blast to
Right.
create
You're so
bigger
right.
smokescreen.
Might come down.
That's swelling on, but the real meat is in Fajin. After building up kinetic energy within his body, Deku can unleash it for bursts of strength and speed.
He's combined it with Block Whip to create the powerful Black Chain binding attack. And can use it in conjunction with full Pounding to achieve full 100%, equaling All Might's full level of power without any recoil.
He once used it to...
That last season is pure adrenaline the whole time, man. It is so crazy.
Where I dropped it off after the school festival arc, like after he was fighting that gentleman.
That's
guy.
after it gets good because the festival it slowed down.
Yeah. I kind of lost momentum a little bit.
That's exactly what happened for me too.
Especially after how good the stuff with Overhaul was.
Yes.
So it's like.
So it's like they calm down and then no spoilers. I'm not gonna do that to you if you haven't seen it. They're only gonna spoil you. Not me. But
Blame Death Battle.
It picks back up with like obviously Shigaraki, and when he gets out, it's just all hell breaks loose, and it's just like unstoppable. Everybody's everywhere doing all these, trying to contain what's going on. It is,
and the fact
so
that
good.
It sounds like it goes on for a lot of episodes
for
too.
so long. The battle, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it just doesn't stop. Like, it's like the first part of the season, and then the battle keeps happening, and it just keeps evolving. It's like insane. It starts with one thing, and you think one thing's happening, and dude, watch it.
That's sort of an issue with a lot of modern anime lately. That like it feels like they have to kind of speed run in a little bit. Like they don't have time for things to like settle in.
Right.
So the fact that it does last for that long, does kind of like. So I think I'm in the middle of a tournament arc for Yu Yu Hakusho. I think after that I'll probably pick it up. After that specific
You'll have to
arc.
let me know, seriously.
Yeah, for real.
Reach out.
All right. Okay, here we go.
We're back in it, but I might have to leave soon.
Outspeed a bullet shot by Lady Nagant, a former hero turned villain who has a sniper rifle for an arm. I think I'm in love.
Nagant's bullet once crossed a distance of around 215
Don't forget everyone. Don't forget about Boomstick's shotgun leg. True.
kilometers within a fraction of a second. That's 6,700 times faster than sound. And Deku was moving so fast, the bullet seemed like it was standing still.
And he can go even faster than that with his final quirk, Gear Shift.
By touching a target, he can control its speed without abiding by the laws of inertia. He can slow down foes to leave them frozen in the air, or move so fast he can punch multiple times in an instant.
Even All For One's own protege Shigaraki couldn't track him, and this is a dude who can catch light speed.
Deku can forcibly transfer the vestiges of One For All to an opponent to directly attack their soul, but he loses one of his quirks each time he does so. Okay, wow.
They ingest some of his DNA. Whoa.
So like the hair thing, I guess? Wow.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. So that
I'm gonna spit in your mouth.
Take this. Hut to attack.
Well, I was thinking of the Adventure Time episode.
Oh yeah.
It's like he's my friend. What?
Dude, that gear shift is so strong. Hitting multiple times in an instant. Like that speed and the force he's hitting him with too. Man. Like it's insane. I don't know how you beat that. I don't know how Miles can be faster than that quirk that it just described beforehand.
See,
like Miles is strong, but that speed is gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and this is a big thing because like a lot of people think that Asta still probably beats Deku, but at the same time, if they had all of his powers, it would have been a lot closer.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be really cool to see that in action finally.
I know.
All right.
Laser beams.
It does have a time limit though. After 5 minutes of continuous use, Deku's body will catch up to his speed, suffocating him as his cells become unable to take in oxygen.
Not nearly as bad as One For All was suffocating him though. He's been doing all of this shit in just the 10th grade. I hadn't even figured out you could breathe through your nose at that point.
The pressure of having to save his friends.
Not nearly as bad as One For All was suffocating him though. He's been doing all of this shit in just the 10th grade. I hadn't even figured out you could breathe through your nose at that point.
The pressure of having to save his friends, the country, the entire world weighed on Deku. So he left UA to fight this war alone.
But alone was never where Deku fought best. Having come from nothing, his admiration for his peers gave him strength, just as they admired his strength and desire to help others. Even Bakugo came around to him.
So when it came time to finally put that Demon Lord back...
Get the fuck out, go, get the
Bye, guys!
hell out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I don't know who that guy was. Anyway, let's finish this shit off.
In hell, his classmates, teachers, mom, friends, enemy, and everyone else supported and cheered him on. Because that was the greatest threat to All For One's reign all along.
Not All Might, not Deku, not even One For All itself. Just people helping each other out. And with their help, Deku defeated All For One once and for all, blowing a hole in this huge storm and parting the skies for a brighter future.
Though he did lose his quirk and have to retire from hero work, getting a regular 9 to 5 as a teacher, passing on his knowledge to the next generation, just like every user of One For All before him.
Some might say he peaked in high school, if not for the sick new armor he eventually got to go back to kicking butt. He even
nice. I'm glad that they mentioned Assassination Classroom there, by the way, because that did kind of happen at the end of Nagisa just not becoming an assassin anymore, and going on to become a teacher, which always felt kind of weird to me, because it's like, I don't know, it's a little underwhelming. So that's cool that he still managed to get back into it. So man, everybody made the memes about Deku should be working at McDonald's now. Holy shit, they really jumped the gun on that one.
all the way back near the top of the rankings.
All with the help of his friends. For so long as we keep reaching out our hands to help those in need, everyone can be a hero.
So good. So good. All right. I'm just, that was actually perfect. That might be one of my favorite analysis segments they've done. Holy shit. I'm gonna grab that guy. If you guys want to see us react to the battle part and also the ending analysis and analyze the animation, go to JosiahGamesTV's channel. You'll find it linked in the description below. And thank you all so much for tuning in. Let me know if you want to see more collaborations like this in the future, and stay tuned for the next video. Take care.